Land valuation is basically we go into a private woodlot, we deal with the landowner to look at what their long-term goals is and what they value the property for. So basically if they're looking at getting timber value off their woodlot, we'll go in and put a valuation to the timber value. If they're looking to sell the land, then we put a valuation to what the timber's worth, what aesthetic value is, environmental, and then of course aggregate.
Land valuation is super important in forestry. You don't know, you can't make decisions about what you want to do unless you know what you have. So there are all kinds of different ways to value land.
Our silviculture funding program at Freeman Lumber is something that I'm very proud of. When we go in and work with private land owners with their woodlot, we keep track of all the wood that gets delivered from that lot, and then we set aside in our program $3 per cubic meter, and that gets devoted back to their woodlot for silvicultural techniques.
We have to find out what the outcome and the goal is from a landowner, and then point out the things that we can see that we know have value, and tie that to what do they feel has value.
Land valuation and forest management are very closely connected. If I go into a private woodlot owner and they have a certain number of goals that they're looking for us to achieve, I have to work within the constraints of the valuation of the property to try to meet those goals.
So timber cruising in its simple form is basically an inventory of standing timber. So one of the first things we have to do is we have to delineate that out. We have to decide, is it all uniform? Is it one species? Is it one type? Is it one age? Is it a mix of this and a mix of that? So basically once that's done and we can determine those areas, we have some tools that we use and some measuring and some fancy math that allows us to go in and basically sample each one of those stands, and through that we can extrapolate the data over the greater area that those stands make up in the property.
The thing that I'm most proud of when it comes to land valuation at the mill is I feel that every woodlot we've ever worked for private landowners, we've paid them the most we can possibly pay and got them the most value for their woodlot.